Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister with my second attempt at a cataclysmic Ironman run. Last time I kind of skipped through all of the early admin in town and the introductions and stuff, so now we can get straight to the adventuring proper. So let me just give you a quick overview of the party since we didn't really do that previously. We have Faith, the High Elf Rogue. And if we go to her proficiencies, we can see that she has 12 strength, 20 dex, 16 con, 17 intelligence, 12 wisdom, and 7 charisma. It's a big dump, but in the stat rolling, it seemed very worth it. Gothic, 10 strength, 14 dex, 18 con, 19 intelligence, 15 wisdom, 14 charisma. And he is a High Elf Wizard Shock Arcanist. Pastel, the Sylvan Elf Sun Cleric, 14 strength, 14 dex, 15 con, 13 intelligence, 19 wisdom, 12 charisma. And Kite, the Half-Elf Paladin, 16 strength, 14 dex, 16 con, 10 intelligence, 12 wisdom, and 20 charisma. So clearly abusing the stat rolling reasonably well to high stat results, but I think given how difficult the enemy is hit in this game, it feels a bit justified when we are on Ironman and we only get the one saving slot. So let's go adventure and see if we can not die out on the road. So there's our destination of Kerlem. Here's our current location of Kerkeflin. We can click over here and travel, and it will be 3 days at a normal pace. Let's get going. We get some Angry Violet. We are surprised immediately by a group of bandits. So let's kick that off then. So we are surprised, which means whilst we're in this first orbit of initiative, our turns will pass and we will not be able to take actions or reactions. And now our surprise condition is passed, we can take our turns as normal following the next orbit. Fortunately, these guys don't seem to be utilizing on their free turn by attacking us very much. They're just kind of getting in range. Back to the top of the order. Okay, so Faith is going to be able to attack, and because this creature is next to one of our allies, we will get sneak attack when we complete an attack roll. That's good. I didn't think we were going to hit then, but we just about managed it. As for Gothic, we can attack with our stick. We're not very good with that, but we also have our cantrips, so we can poison spray here. Induce a saving throw. And 9 is not going to do it. They take 1 poison damage on a roll of a d12, which is pretty rough. Kite has his own problems back here. So let's just attack one of these two. And we will smite, rolling 2d8 extra damage. And then lastly, Pastel here. Now, because we're camping, when we finish camping, we will finish a long rest. And when we finish a long rest, we get back all of our health and spell slots. So right now, there is no reason for us not to go really heavy on our attack rolls and whatnot. Let's see, can we get both of these guys? We can. So we can hit them. Oh, we can get them in some AoE. Is that what we want to do though? Yeah, I don't see why not. They make dex saves, 1 fails, 1 succeeds, 3 and 7 damage respectively. Now they will finish their round. They shove Kite to the ground and then have advantage against attacking him, but still fail to do so. Faith takes 15 damage. That was a 2 on a d6 plus a 4 on a d6 plus 4, which is... What's that? 2 plus 4 plus 4 is 10, and then they apply the 150% modifier to get to 15. That's how the damage calculation is going to go, which is pretty rough, but so be it. Let's sneak attack here again. So close to killing them, but not to be worried. We can always cast Magic Missile and put 1 into them and 2 into them, and then the remainder over here. And Kite stands up after being shoved. We'll smite again. And then Pastel, I think, will come over here and we can do the spell attack roll on Inflict Wounds.
You're just lucky.
And that is a nat 1, which is always a miss. We will block our allies by inducing disadvantage. And the dice are on our side today. We will get sneak attack here as well, next to Gothic.
Well struck.
8 plus 5, and then 1 on the d6. Then here, why not just go Magic Missiles again? Why mess with a good thing when we're going to finish a long rest imminently? Let's try that Inflict Wounds again.
Next time.
Another nat 1. That spell does not like us. Alright, well, Faith can get to here and then sneak attack again.
Victory is mine.
Alright, we've learnt a little about some bandits thanks to our survival rolls. We will pick over what they've dropped. Lots of cash, a little magnesium, and various sets of armor and weapons. Probably not Faith should be the one picking everything up like that, but so be it. Now, is there anything we want to change here? Particularly, do we want to give Kite... Oh, do we want to give Kite one of these light crossbows? And do we want to give Gothic a light crossbow? I don't see why we wouldn't, really. They can still spellcast with their open hand. They're going to need some bolts for those. It's not that urgent that we give them to them, but I'm sure we've got some somewhere. Don't we? Arrows. Arrows. Alright, so no bolts currently. We will find some, and then we will worry about long-range attacks. In which case, we should make sure Kite is still equipped with the spears or the javelins, because otherwise he's got no way to attack at distance currently, I believe. We can resume our long rest. And at the end of this long rest, we will have all of our spell slots and our healing back. We find more Angry Violet. We find 4 food. Faith has finished crafting the potion of healing she was making, which is wonderful. I don't think we have enough stuff to make another. No, we don't have any Galavan Amaranth left. But we have reached Kerlem.
So that's Kerlem?
We're almost there. It's just up the hill.
It's a little too quiet, don't you think?
We're in the marches, so quiet can't be trusted.
Quite so. We must be on our God.
Right, so back here in the wilds of Caerleon, let's get to being cautious. And we've been here very recently, so we know what to expect around this corner. Now, what is Faith holding in this? Antitoxin. Don't think we need antitoxin. Let's give you the basic potion you just brewed. Right, no sign of anyone up there just yet.
What's that smell?
What is that smell? Alright, there we go. Goblins aplenty. Let's start with sneak attack. They are surprised, which is wonderful. Means we're going to get a free orbit of actions. And that was a one-hit KO, which is wonderful. So Faith can push up. Then Gothic. We need to end Faith's turn first, of course. Then Gothic. No reason not to push up a little, so we can see another foe. Are we going to have range on them, though? We are.
No.
That is some awful rolls. Pastel. From here, we still have line of sight on them. Don't know what the range on our cantrips are, though. No. Insufficient for that distance. So instead, let's ready a Sacred Flame against anyone that comes within range of us. And then Kite, we will get to stand behind so that he is in range of our 3 allies if they want protection. And right now we cannot do much with our spell casting, so we will ready a melee attack. I guess it's unlikely to be used, especially when they're surprised and they're not actually doing anything this orbit, but you know. Right, Faith is still hidden, so we can get a little bit closer. And then sneak attack once again. Another instant kill is wonderful. It means we keep our hidden status. But right now, we don't have line of sight to hit anybody, which is a bit of a shame. So let's get up against the wall of these rocks, and we can ready. Okay, it picked a cantrip for me. I missed the button I wanted. That's fine. We'll push up behind Gothic, and we will ready Sacred Flame. Then Kite can stand up behind us, protecting us with his shield. And let's just have him dodge. Where are they all? There's one.
My fault.
And the rest climb down. Yes, we will block, giving disadvantage on our attacker. They still hit, unfortunately. And then the last goblin is currently nowhere to be seen. Now, does this creature have extra AC being on the other side of this wall from us? In which case, why not attack the one that's technically not behind a wall? And they don't quite die, but that's not going to be too much of a problem, I think. Yep, they are dead from poison spray. Pastel, please get the one who's out of reach over there. Right, that is too... Oh, we cannot see that target. The rock is just in the way, I guess. How about from here? Now we can see them. What's really strong is, as a Sun Cleric, creatures have disadvantage on that saving throw against that particular cantrip, which I'm a big fan of. And I'm just going to come over here and hit this guy with my sword.
Another miss?
That's a bad time. We will definitely block our allies being attacked. They disengage and run away. And this last one has appeared above us. That's rough. Okay, Faith can melee attack this guy with sneak attacks. They are next to Gothic. Instant kill, wonderful. It just leaves 2. We can go after the one that's high up. Doing everything I can to preserve spell scrolls right now. I take 2 radiant, still not dead. Kite, unlikely to be able to do a lot of damage with a javelin, but it would mean we're only against 1 remaining foe. So let's give it a go.
One foe down.
I stand corrected. And we will step to here so that we're at least protecting 2 allies. That is a rough attack. And of course they disengage. And with Faith at the top of the order, unfortunately, unless she can hide, which we cannot, we're not going to be able to sneak attack. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might be able to hide from here. And then step out and have line of sight on this tile exactly. Which is excellent. Alright, that's what we needed. Let's put Kite up at the top of the order so that he can collect up all the stuff. We've got cash, we've got provisions, we've got weapons and ammo. Now, we are pretty injured already, unfortunately, so I think we're probably gonna need a short rest already, which is rough. Did Gothic use any spell slots yet? No, that's good. The other option is every time that we want to take a long rest, we can go back to town, or back to the road rather, and then complete long rests on the road and cancel our trips and come back. But I'm not sure how effective that actually is as a strategy, because I've never actually tried to do it before. So that will be interesting when we get there. Let's take all that. So let's do that short rest. We also didn't use our the cleric thing. You know, the one with the words and stuff. All right, 17 is good. 11 is great. And 6 here is sufficient. So we're all on decent health now. We don't need to arcane recovery because we didn't expend any spell scrolls. So we will stop there with our new party all set to try and not repeat the mistakes of those that came before us. But in any case, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying my suffering, please do let me know in the comments down below, or you can like this video. If you want to see more, please do consider subscribing. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.